Hey guys, Katie from The Smarter Beauty, and today we are going to talk all about contour. So the first time that I heard about contouring, I was kind of like, meh, all right, whatever. Like, it looked awesome. Like, the women that I was seeing on YouTube and stuff, like, they looked great, but like, I did not have an hour to do my makeup. I like don't even have 20 minutes to do my makeup. I have like 5 minutes to do my makeup. And I was like, that is too complicated. I'm gonna look like a crazy person. Like, there is no way I could ever do that. And so I didn't. And I just went along my merry way with my normal makeup routine. And I remember going to my daughter's school, and it was a new school. And we've all seen that mom, right? That mom that is the one that we're all like, how does she look so good? Like, this mom always looked put together. And I mean, she could be wearing like yoga pants and a shirt, but her makeup was always on point. And this woman had 4 kids. Meanwhile, I have 2 kids, and I'm like Hot Mess Express rolling up into the school all the time, right? But she always just looked so good. And so finally, I would always look at her and like always admire her makeup. She probably thought I was the biggest creepster in the entire world, because like here I am like, ooh, what does she have on today? And so finally I was like, okay, I've been doing the like faraway creepster thing for long enough. I'm gonna talk to her and just find out what is her secret. Like, what is it that she's doing in her beauty routine that like just makes her makeup look so great? So I finally asked her. And you know what she said? Contouring. And I was like, oh, the thing I didn't want to do. But it looks so good. And I realized that like, it just makes your face look so much like there's so many more dimensions, and it just like has this really professional makeup look. And so I was like, you know, I need to figure this out. Like, I need to figure out how to contour. First off, just like, what the heck do you do? But then 2, like, there's got to be a way that we can all look absolutely amazing, that we can all look like a professional makeup artist did our makeup, but do it in the 5 minutes that we have while our kids are screaming at us and we're running around and we're late for work or late for whatever we're doing. There has to be a way. And so I started researching different techniques and other stuff, and I finally found the ultimate routine that will get you great looking makeup. It will make you that mom who everybody's like, wow, how does she do that to her with her makeup? Like, how does she look so good all the time? Like, that will then be you, and it will only take you 5 minutes. So keep watching and I'll show you how I do it. All right, you guys, who is ready to contour? Woo! See how excited I get about contouring? I know, I'm such a dork. But seriously, it has totally changed my makeup game for the better. So I want to share it with the world that there is a way you can contour and it doesn't have to be hard. So let's first talk about like, what is contouring? Like, why do you contour? And what contouring is it's really a way to shape your face. So it's a way to try to shape it into what some would say is the ideal face shape, which is an oval shape. So a way to shape your face into that oval, and then also hide things that we want to hide, or kind of reshape stuff that we want to hide. Can we talk jowls right here? And a way to highlight or accentuate stuff that we want to highlight, like our cheekbones. So that is the basic premise of contouring. So what I'm going to show you guys today is a way to do just a very basic contour. Everybody can do this, and it's a way to get you comfortable with contouring, a way to do just kind of an everyday contour look that will make you look amazing every single day of the week. And then once you get comfortable with that, you can then, like, the possibilities are endless. You can do all sorts of different contouring, you can make all sorts of different face shapes, but this is just the one that will work universally on everybody to be able to learn how to contour. So we are going to start with my secret weapon in how I contour and also how I highlight. And that is the Maskcara palette, this palette, the highlight and contour palette, or we also call it a hack. And this will hold all of your makeup in one. I don't have everything in here, but I have all my powders and stuff, or eyeshadows down here, and then all my creams up here. So I use this on the daily, And then I'm going to use the 30-second hack brush, or this is a highlight contour brush. You do contour on this side, highlight on this side. The cool thing about this brush is that it is designed to be the actual, like the exact size that you need to do for your highlight and contour. So when you're doing contour, this size is going to be the perfect size for you to not get too big or too small. So I love this because it's totally foolproof, which is good for me because I can get a little bit crazy when it comes to makeup. So there are 4 areas that you want to contour. First, you want to contour in your cheek, under your cheekbone to elongate your face. You will contour up on the top of your head to kind of create that oval shape. Then you'll contour on your jawbone, again, to do that kind of oval shape. If you're like me and you get a little bit round down here, you can kind of hide that a little bit. And then your nose, which is we'll do a very, very basic nose contour for today. So super easy. So let's start with underneath your cheekbone. So the thing to remember that with this is there's just a couple rules with it. It's super easy. All you have to remember is you want it to be right under your cheekbone. So if you feel for your cheekbone, feel right underneath there, that is where you want it to go. And that would be where natural shadows go down in your face. But if you're like me and maybe it's a little rounder and stuff, you're not always gonna get that natural shadow. So you use the contour to help bring that shadow out. Where you wanna start is at the top of your ear. So basically just right here. If you can't quite feel or something like that, just know it's at the top of your ear. You go down, it's basically like down to the corner of your mouth. So just imagine a line just like that. And when you stop the contour, so you don't want to draw a line like all the way there. You don't want to be one of those like marionette dolls or something. Because that will like be almost too much and it'll be like almost skeletal because it'll be going down too far. And it's very unnatural because shadow doesn't usually come down to this part. You usually have highlight there. So where you want to stop is right in the middle of your eye right here. So see right here? So you want it to come down to about there. And if you kind of see my face right now, I have no product on, you can kind of see a little bit of a shadow and it ends right about there. So that's how you want to approach your contour. Super, super easy, just line that way. You don't want to get your line too thick. You don't want it to come down here because again, this is where you want to highlight and you would highlight up here as well. That's where light normally hits your face. You want to just keep it where that shadow is. And don't worry, and this is why we start with contour. If you do get outside the line or something, you can touch that up with the highlight once you go in, so don't worry. But again, with this brush that I'm using, it's literally the perfect size. See that? Perfect size for that. It won't get too thick. If you do get a little bit thicker, you want it to be up here so it doesn't look unnatural down here. All right, so let's get started. And you just gotta dive into makeup and just go for it. And you might mess up, but it's okay. But this I will tell you, like out of all the things I've tried, this is the thing that is probably the most foolproof that I've used. And I've used a lot, so. So we are gonna go ahead and start. So again, start at the top of your ear and go down. So you're just gonna go like this, and you can always build up the contour if you need to. So start, with a little bit on your brush, and then you wanna build up into the hairline. So if you have a little extra product, just get it up into your hairline. No big deal, you don't need to do it onto your face. You don't wanna put too much product on your face. And then you'll just go ahead and do the other side as well. And you're just gonna do it really quick. Now I'm trying to show you guys not too fast, but this literally takes me like no time at all in the morning. The 5 minutes that I take is contour and everything. So that is your cheek contour. See the difference it already makes just with that. And there's not even any highlight to like really accentuate it. It really draws your face down. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is around the face here. And if you think about the contour, think about it like a 3. So you're gonna go like this, you did it down, and then we'll go down like that. So if you think of it that way, that's another easy way to think about it. And again, it's about the thickness of this brush. So you're just gonna go in. It does not have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be, watch out for, I have all these like little baby hairs that my daughter is 3 and I still have these. These baby hairs, love them. So you're just gonna go down like that. You just wanna show a little bit of shadow around the top of your head. And again, about the thickness of this brush. Okay, and then the last part that you're gonna do for the overall face is just down here on the jawline. So again, you're gonna take the bottom part of that 3 and you're gonna bring it down, and then you're just gonna bring it down into your neck just a little bit. Sorry, I have like mommy brain today, so I can't ever remember my words anymore. So just the bottom 3. And then again, that's gonna be, now some people, you might want to, if you're like me and you have like a little bit more of a jowl there, you might want to hide a little bit more of that. So that's what all you do so now your contouring is done for the main part of your face. And then the last thing you want to do, and I just do it like really quick, but you can, once you get used to contouring, you can do this in a more detailed way if you want to change your nose shape or something. But then I just kind of take the contour color and just take it down my nose like that, just to add a little bit of contour, but nothing crazy. So that's it, you guys. You just did the first part of contouring. Woo! So now the second part, which is the highlight part. So now you receded the areas that you want to hide. Now you want to kind of bring out the parts that we want to have, that like have natural highlight and stuff like that. So we are gonna start with the other side of the brush, which is, we did this for the contour, now this is for the highlight. I have very dark circles under my eyes, so I am gonna start with a very light color on, it's called Moonlit. It's the lightest one that they have because I am so pale. And I call it my alabaster skin. So I take the Moonlit and I just do it under my eye. I don't have to use concealer, which is amazing, which really cuts down my getting ready time. Then the other place where you're gonna do a highlight is right here, and I have this little birthmark that I cover up with my highlight, and then you're just gonna take it kind of back and forth across your forehead. And don't get into the contour you already did, just fill in the part where it wasn't contoured. Then the other part that you're gonna do is your chin. So you're just gonna take this down, bring it up to your mouth, and then remember you have this contour here, so you're just gonna do the highlight down here. Now, this would be the part where if you went a little bit too far down with your contour, you could just clean it up right there, do this nice line right there, and just clean it up. So super easy to do, you guys. It's pretty much foolproof because you can always come in and clean it up. Then I go a little bit around my nose because I always have redness around my nose. And remember, we have a little bit of contour just down the nose there. And then I take my finger usually and just kind of do a little bit of the highlight down my nose, like so. So that's your highlight. Next, you go in and just finish off with a little bit of blush. I have this great double-sided powder and blush brush. So I just take a little bit of blush on there. You want to put it like right next to the contour, and I just kind of pat it in and then up into my temple. So from the apple of your cheek up into your temple. You don't need to do a ton. And then you just, and that's it. Then you have your blush. And then I take my finger and I have my powder side of my palette here. This is called Illuminator, and it just adds a little bit of extra shine. It just kind of gives you that extra dewy shine right on the top here where you would normally see kind of light and sun. You can also do it right underneath your brow, which I love to do that as well. And then that's it. We're gonna just finish off with the little bit of a sponge to take any excess product off that we have, and then we're good to go. So this is Maskcara's Perfector Sponge. It's similar to a beauty blender, but I feel like it's a little bit more firm, so it really helps with kind of making sure that the product, you get all the excess product off. You also want to damp this, get it a little bit damp, so it's a little wet, so it's not holding product onto it. The intent is just to kind of even out the product. So you're gonna start just here with like a little bit of a dabbing motion, and again, it's just to take off any excess that's there. You've already kind of blended, so it's just a way to kind of, if you need to do a little bit of additional blending, you don't want to get rid of this contour too much, and it's just intended to get all that excess and just really, like it says, perfect the look. And that's it, you guys. It is so easy to highlight and contour. So hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and happy contouring.